Hello and welcome back. We're working on the next project. It's a small storage cabinet for camera left, right over my shoulder. I'm working with some 3/4 inch ply, and I'm going to be doing some dado cuts for assembly on the shelf, on the partitions. But to do that, I need to set up the table saw for some dado cuts with a dado blade, and I need to do a new insert because I didn't have one that would fit properly. So I'll do a couple of tricks on how to set up an insert for your trusty table saw. All right, step number one. It's a blank insert, which is readily available. I did a couple of things to this one. The main thing is I put an extra long pin in the front edge. It fits along this upper notch, kind of like the original one, so in case the blade ever catches the insert, it doesn't flip up. So that it fits flush. I had to modify I think they're 1032 screws, so it fits flush and it does not rock. So if you wiggle it, you try to wiggle it, it should be nice and stable. So this guy is ready to go. The next step is the dado blade itself. I've got it started, but the thing is, with the instructions on this particular blade, it talked about using some shims, which is fine, but it didn't say which shims. So I've got some basic shims that came with the kit, and they're just a random set of numbers, nothing specific. So what we're going to do is do a cut, measure it, and then continue on. All right, so what we're shooting for is the exact dimension of this material, obviously. So left hand outside blade, and the instructions say there's 3 shims required, so we're going to just have to wing it with the shims and see what we get close and measure it and adjust as necessary. So I'm going to put a 20/1000 shim in first. The chipper blades come in next, and balancing is going to be almost impossible, but the most important is to make sure that the blades are not touching any other teeth. So they're offset, so all of the lines up without hitting each other. So we're going to see what this cut looks like. We can get a measurement, and that's fine, but I like to make a cut in the wood and then measure that. So we will see how this goes. So first I'll set up, tighten this guy down, and then we'll run this through the insert and we'll go from there. All right, with the saw is still unplugged while I'm doing any of these sort of movements. So this guy is good to go. Everything looks clear. All right, insert goes in, and I'm going to move all this junk off. For the first cut, the outside is going to be about here and roughly 3/4 inch wide. So to make a cut through the insert, we actually clamp down so it doesn't move. So that's our next step. Eyes and ears are on, table saw is locked down, plugged in, and let's go. Saw is unplugged. Let's add some spacers in here, get the dimensions we need. couple thousandths over. That's actually okay. Make sure the saw is unplugged. There is the height that I cut through, and that is more than I need, so good. That should be it. All right, so we are set with the height, we got the width, and the next is let's run a test piece, see what that looks like. We're making the two end cuts first, and then the middle cuts for the internal shelves. All right, I'm gonna have to make adjustments, but I'll do the other side, see what this cut looks like. Okay, the dry fit up is going really nicely, except for the middle shelves. They're just a little tiny bit too long. Variances in plywood or just mathematical errors, who knows. But, so I need to take the Dado blade out, put the regular saw blade in, and skinny these guys up just a smidge, and I think we'll be good. But this might be a good stopping point for tonight, and then tomorrow I will do the final assembly and finish. Routing, I'm going to do some roundovers on the edges, that sort of thing. Nothing major. This is just for holding metal material. I think we're in good shape, so thank you so much.